right, everyone. Welcome back to the Post-Gazette High School WPIAL podcast on the Varsity Extra Network here on the Post-Gazette YouTube page. And I am with Braden Morin, the junior right winger from Seneca Valley. Braden, what's up, man? How's it feel to be back?
It feels great. How are you?
Hey, it's good, man. It's good to have you on the show. I mean, I guess last year when you were Athlete of the Week, we didn't have the YouTube network or show yet. So it's your first time actually making your debut on the Post Gazette YouTube show or network,
Yeah,
right?
new for
So how's
me.
that feel? Yeah. So
New for me. I
before,
kind of, I kind of like it.
yeah, man. So before we get into the conversation, though, I have to mention that this week's Post Gazette WPIL Athlete of the Week is presented by Dave and Buster's in Homestead, and as part of the recognition, Braden, you will be receiving Dave and Buster's gift basket, which includes a DMB power card, which can be picked up at the Homestead location. And the celebration doesn't stop there because Dave and Buster's is also giving back to the Seneca Valley community from December 10th through December 16th. Anyone from Seneca Valley who visits the Dave and Buster's homestead and mentions their school will receive 20% off their check donated directly to the Seneca Valley PTO. So grab your teammates, grab your classmates, grab your family, and head on down to the Dave and Buster's and Homestead where you can eat, drink, play, and watch sports and support Seneca all at the same time. So thanks again to Dave and Buster's Homestead, the proud sponsor of the Post-Gazette WPIL Athlete of the Week. All right, and now we can get on into it. Braden, you're now two-time Post-Gazette Athlete of the Week, and you're still only a junior, man. So obviously doing something right. You're already a state champion as well. Scored a hat trick last year in the state finals, the PIAHL championship game. You and Seneca Valley won 7-2 in that one. So back here, picking up right where you left off. You're undefeated, already 9-0 this season. So what's been the key to starting off the season so strong and picking up where you left off last year?
It's a lot of. It all starts in practice. Coaches doing the right things, working hard in practice, and then it's also looking at last year, saying we want to be that. We want to be that team, maybe even better. So far, we're doing a great job at that. It's really a whole team thing. If everyone's buying in, and we're gonna have success. That's just how our team is. We got the skill, but more importantly, we also have the work ethic.
Yeah, and you're obviously racking up the accolades again already. So how did it feel for you to be named the PIHL Player of the Month for November?
I mean, it was great yet again. It really comes down to doing my best out there, also with the help of the teammates. That's really important. Couldn't do without them. But it's really just you go out there, you're not really worrying about the points. If you don't worry about it, you just worry about playing your best. They're gonna come. So that's how I really look at it. Just go out there and play my best hockey.
Yeah, man. So far this season, through only 7 games played for you on the year, you had 7 goals scored, 12 assists, 19 points already on the season. So, what are your goals specifically for you individually on the rest of the year? What are your goals other than scoring more goals?
So first off, I want to keep up what I've been doing so far. And then really I want to do whatever it takes, like maybe get my other teammates more points, more goals, get out there, play better in the D zone. It's more about doing whatever it takes to win. The points, that's great if they just come with it, but if we keep winning games left and right and we go all the way up to winning states again, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Now, are you a big hockey fan, in terms of watching the game as well? Like, have you always been a big NHL guy growing up or what?
Yeah, I've been into hockey my entire life. I used to play ball hockey when I was really young. Ice hockey came a little bit later, and then I would watch Pittsburgh Penguins all the time.
Right. So, who's your favorite player in the NHL right now then?
Right now, I know it's a lot of people's, but I would say Sidney Crosby just because of his leadership, work ethic, and how he's been able to do it for so long. Like he's an easy guy to look up to and relate a game after.
Of course, of course. Now, if I had to make it a little harder on you and said you're not allowed to pick anyone on the Penguins, who's your favorite player outside of the hometown team?
Outside, right now, I would say. Nathan McKinnon,
It's
also
a good pick.
really good player. A lot of guys can look up to him, but I also want to do myself like the best to replicate his game as a forward because he's fast, quick, good puck protection, high IQ, like all the things you would need as a good hockey player. So something like that, I would just try to replicate in my game.
Definitely. Now, going back to the Penguins, though, of course, this could be their final run, year 20 with the big three, Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. And I guess you probably haven't even been alive for all 20 of those years that they've been together. You've gotten to see, I guess, I'm assuming all of those Stanley Cup runs, maybe, at least the last two. But do you think that those, three of them have what it takes to help them make one last run maybe at a Stanley Cup this year?
It all depends. If they keep up the way they're playing right now, they themselves and also the younger guys that are
Yeah,
producing, they could have a good run at it. But it really comes down to the whole team. If those guys are buying in, especially as leaders of the team, that's going to help significantly. Um, but they're going to need everybody to make a big run.
yeah. I mean, what do you think of Coach Muse, though? I mean, it seems like he's definitely changed a lot about the culture and the way the team plays. Not that Coach Sullivan didn't have a lot of success here, but it seems like Coach Muse is doing a lot of good things, don't you think?
Yeah, I would say it's a big difference because the young talent that we have this year, um, and even the veterans, like everyone, I feel like is playing better hockey on that team. So I don't know what he's doing, but it's working.
Right. I think especially like Carlson, they said the defensemen, especially like they were struggling a lot, especially last year, right? And it seems like they're getting back to their game and playing the way that they're used to playing. And so there's something that Coach Muse seems to have fixed or figured out with their games. And yeah, it seems like the Penguins are starting to turn things around this year, so that's encouraging. So yeah, have you gone out to any games this year, or are you a little too busy, playing your own game right now?
Not this year, schedule-wise, we're packed every weekend.
Yeah,
Most of the nights are practices. Last year I went to a few, years prior, I've been to a few. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have this year though. I would love to go out to
no.
one though.
Big game though coming up tomorrow, of course. Peters Township. I'm assuming they're one of your big rivals. You beat them 3-2 earlier this year, and so what's that rematch going to be like? Do you think tomorrow night?
Yeah, so that should be a really good game. We're gonna have all of our guys, and I also heard that last time we played them, they didn't have some of their football kids, and they said they have them back now. So I mean, this is probably gonna be one of our toughest challenges of the season. So we all got to be ready for that game.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm assuming that's one that's going to have a lot of big implications further down the road. So one to look forward to for sure. Um, and then moving, elsewhere. I mean, do you like to play any other sports besides hockey, or did you growing up, or have you always been, all hockey all the time?
So growing up, I used to play soccer and basketball. Um, Both really fun, but when it came to choosing a sport that was my favorite and I thought I could be really good at, it was hockey.
At what point then? How old were you when you decided to just kind of zero in and focus your attention on hockey then?
Closing in on hockey, I think I was around 10, 11 years old, I would say.
Okay. And what do you think the future holds for you now? I mean, you're already a state champion as a sophomore, and you're obviously just continuing to ascend up the ranks now. I mean, the future's looking brighter and brighter. So, what are your plans as far as trying to continue to maybe play at the next level and beyond?
So first off, I just want to focus on this season, but plans for the future. Um, for this year would be win states again. Um, for my other teams would be to play good, go far in those, and then um, juniors or college hockey. That's something that I'm really interested in and would love to play at. So it's all about like I want to be working hard to get to that point.
Right now, I'm gonna ask you just a couple more before I let you go and get ready for practice, man. But what is one thing someone would be surprised to know about you?
Ah. I started I started ice hockey late. I started ice hockey my second year squirt, which most of the guys that I play with or know, they all started in mites, ADM leagues. But yeah, I started second year squirt.
How old is that then for the people that are less initiated?
I think that is around 8 or 9 years old.
Right.
I'm not sure though. I think it's around there though.
Okay. Got it. But you picked it up quickly. Obviously, the skating part. I mean, you were just a natural for that.
Yeah, playing well, skating needed a lot of work, but the IQ and about the sport came a lot from ball hockey, which I started younger.
Right.
So that really helped me with the hockey aspect of the game.
Right. Got it. And your older brother, that helped too, having him show you the ropes a little bit.
Yeah, having him being a sort of a role model, especially for ball hockey, because I don't know if everybody knows this, but he was captain of USA ball hockey for a few years. So it was fun to like compete with him whenever we were younger.
You think you've passed him up yet as the best player in the family, or not quite?
For ice hockey, I would like to say so. Ball hockey, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that. But I don't really look at it like that. I just look at it as
Yeah.
he accomplished all this, and then I want to do this myself.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And just speaking of family and stuff, last question before I let you go is, do you have any big plans? With the holidays coming up, what's your plans for the holidays? How are you going to celebrate?
So actually, right before Christmas, for my club team, we are going to Arizona, Scottsdale, to for a
Cool.
tournament. We're playing top bunch of top 10 teams there, which that'll be a good time, good experience. And then we're coming back, celebrating Christmas here, probably with my aunt and cousin. They might come over. But yeah, no, it'll be a good time, good break.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. Braden Morin, appreciate you coming on. Now a two-time Post-Gazette WPIL Athlete of the Week.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.